go with the new products because they'll essentially be getting more customers?
That's right. It'll be completely voluntary. Nail salons that choose to use healthy products will get a good housekeeping seal approval from the city and be able to use that in marketing their services to San Franciscans and others that want to use healthy products. And the hope is that by encouraging these healthy products, those nail salons that are doing the right thing will get more business.
Okay, that's good. According to the Los Angeles Times, Vietnamese Americans make up an estimated 80% of nail technicians. How have the past nail salon health standards affected the Asian American community?
Well, we do know that the vast majority of nail salon workers are Asian immigrant women, mostly working in minimum wage jobs, oftentimes without health insurance. And the fact that they are often working with toxic chemicals is extremely problematic. And so this legislation in part is to help these women have safer working conditions and help them avoid all of the various diseases and negative health consequences of using toxic chemicals.
Is there any kind of special assistance that's being offered to those who have already been harmed by exposure to these chemicals?
Not through our program, although our program uses city employees to help educate the public and educate nail salons as to which chemicals are better than others.
As an Asian American, did your connection to Asian American culture have an impact on your decision to participate in pushing for healthy nail legislation?
Well, certainly as an Asian American, when I heard about this issue that involves so many Asian immigrant women, it piqued my interest and passion in wanting to do something about it. But this is an issue that really cuts across race and class lines, and obviously keeping San Franciscans safe, keeping the customers of nail salons safe, as well as keeping the workers safe. All of that motivated me to do this.
So how do you feel about what you have accomplished for the Asian American community?
You know, hopefully the program has just launched, and I hope that soon we will hear of most of our nail salons in San Francisco. Let's take that again. When you ask that question.
I'll ask it again.
How do you
actually,
feel?
I'll ask another question actually,
Okay.
go back to that one, but it'll make a little more sense. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. How will the lives of Vietnamese Americans be changed due to this legislation?
Well, in San Francisco, we have about 200 nail salons, and it's estimated that over 1,800 workers work in these nail salons and potentially could be subjected to either toxic chemicals or less toxic chemicals. The vast majority of these women are immigrant women, and it's my hope that this legislation will soon lead to a sea change in how and what type of products are used in these nail salons to make the work environment healthier for these workers as well as to their customers.
I know the legislation is new, but so far, how have Asian Americans reacted to this?
The reaction has been very good. We have been contacted by jurisdictions around the state and around the country for copies of the legislation to potentially be used as a model for others. And I've only received positive feedback from folks within the community who are grateful that we are encouraging the use of healthy products.
Right, and it's so good that you're doing positive reinforcement with it rather than negative consequences.
That was something we thought about. There are European countries that have banned one or more of these toxic chemicals. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened here in the United States. And so we decided to use this different approach of positive encouragement and the use of city-sanctioned good housekeeping seals of approval on healthy nail salons to get the message out.
Okay. So, how do you feel about what you have accomplished for the Asian American community?
Well, I hope in a couple years to see the healthy nail salon recognition on every single nail salon in the city, and I hope that this is something that catches beyond San Francisco and leads to an entire industry that is toxic-free.
Why do you think it has taken so long for any type of healthy nail legislation to be passed?
Unfortunately, the chemical industry that produces nail polishes have been slow to address the toxic trio in their products. There have been too many instances of chemical companies opposing regulation of the so-called toxic trio. And so this legislation is meant to really address the situation, and hopefully it will lead to a better place. I think one thing that's important for consumers to know is that there are dozens of healthy nail polishes that don't cost any more than your typical toxic nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
And so there really shouldn't be any reason why folks continue to use products that contain the toxic trio.
Okay. Do you think nail technicians were aware of the danger they were potentially causing themselves and their customers? And if so, why do you think they continue to use them?
From my conversations with nail salon workers and technicians, many of them intuitively understood that the chemicals that they used were probably not safe for them, and were concerned about this, but many of them needed a job and really couldn't do much about it. Mm-hmm. And so my hope is this legislation provides an easier path for nail salons to do the right thing.
And